Hello, welcome again. We are solving mechanical engineering paper 1 of year 2025 of UPSC mains exam. Question number 4b is a solid shaft AB rotates at 450 rpm and transmits 20 kilowatt from the motor M to machine tools connected to gears F and G. If power of 8 kilowatt is taken off at gear F and 12 kilowatt is taken off at gear G. The allowable shear stress is 55 MPa. Determine the smallest possible diameter of shaft AB. So this is your shaft AB, and this is your input. D is input, and we can say F and G are output. So suppose shaft is rotating like this. So the tangential force on D will be like this, and radial force will be like this, because it is connected to a gear that is below it. Okay, so dr is will be like this. Similarly, these F and G are output. If it is causing a counterclockwise rotation, the output should cause a clockwise rotation opposite to it. So this is causing counterclockwise, so output should cause clockwise rotation. As the gear has sideway, the gear G has side gears connected to it, so GT will be like this, and FT will be like this. So they will cause clockwise, and this will cause counterclockwise. And FR is the radial force caused by the gear by the gear on above F, that is F, and GR is the radial force caused by side gear on G. Okay, and RB, V and RAV are vertical reactions on the bearing. RAH and RBH are horizontal reaction on the bearing. So first of all, analyzing torque. So here we have output torque at F and G, so they are in clockwise direction, and input is in counterclockwise direction. So from this, speed is given, n is your 450 rpm. From this we can calculate TD, and total input torque is 20 kilowatt. Sorry, input power is 20 kilowatt. So TD will be at 424.6 joules. Similarly, from 2 by NTF by 60, because here power taken is 8 kilowatt, so we can calculate TF, and here the power taken is 20 kilowatt. From the same formula we can calculate TD. So now this portion will be subjected to this amount of torque, that is 254.73, and this portion will be subjected to this amount of torque, that is 169.851. So now we will analyze the loading. First of all, vertical loading diagram. So here suppose RAV and RBV are reactions. FR is in this direction, and DR is in upward, GT is in upward, as evident here. FR in downward direction, DR and GR will be in upward direction. So now next we will calculate the values of this tangential force and radial force. So as torque at F is 169.851, from this we can calculate FT. Radius of this gear is given as 60 mm, so from this FT is 2830.85 Newton. FT into R is equal to this. And similarly, now radial force, this is tangential force, so radial force can be calculated as FT tangent phi, assuming that pressure angle is continuity, so it will come out as 1030.34 Newton. Similarly, for dr dt, PD by radius of the gear is 100 mm, can be calculated as 4246.28, and dr is 1545.519. Okay. And gt can be calculated as 4246.16 dg by radius, and then again same formula, gr is equal to gt into tangent phi. Phi is your pressure angle. From this we can calculate GR, that is 1545.47. Now we can take moment about B on the vertical diagram and find out RAB. RAB into 750, FR into this dimension, DR into this dimension, and G into this dimension. This will be positive and all other will be negative, equating this, taking moment. So we can find out RAB. So RAB comes out as minus 797.71.995. So now RAB plus RBB is equal to total vertical downward load. So RB becomes as 3963.6195 Newton. Now the vertical part of bending moment can be calculated at different point. MFB is RAB into 150 by 1000 and MGB is RBB into 150. So these are minus 199.657 and minus 584.5429. And MDB can also be calculated 3963.61 into 6195 into distance from the B point of D point plus 4246.16 into 225. So that is your GT into 225 by 1000. So it will come out as minus 927.33. Similarly, now we can analyze horizontal loading diagram. So here it will be RAH, FT, DT, GR, RGH from this diagram. RAV and DT, GR, RGH. So these will be the and FT. Okay, these will be the forces, and same way we can calculate RBH also, and RBH will come out as minus 3925.686 Newton. Sorry, RAH will come out as minus 4696.914. Taking moment both B, we can find out this RAH and RBH. Similarly, we can find out MFH, MGH and MDH. So after finding out horizontal and vertical bending moment, we can analyze that MDH is the maximum in magnitude and MDV is also maximum in magnitude. Okay. So from this two we can find out resultant bending moment. So that will be a 2398.91 Newton meter. Okay. So from this we have found out binding moment, and this is at point D, and the torque, maximum torque between D and G is just 254.77 Newton meter. From this we can find out equivalent torque. So that is N square plus P square root. So that will come out as 2414.4 Newton meter. And from the bending, from the torsion equation, we can find out diameter of the shaft, that is cube root of 16 T by pi tau. So T is your 2412 into 1000 Newton mm. Tau is 55. So it will be 60.67, or because shaft size available in after in a step of 5 mm, so we will take 65 mm as diameter of shaft. So this is the procedure. First we will find out the torque on various portion, then we will find out the bending moment, vertical bending moment, horizontal bending moment, and then we will analyze where it is maximum. It is maximum at D, so we will find out D MD, and then we will find out equivalent torque, and then we will find out the diameter of the shaft.